As a low-income food deficit country, one of the two main drivers of Gambia's economic growth is agriculture. That's why North Bank Farmers Association was set up to amplify the voice and represent the interests of farmers and other agriculturalists across the country. Through its Eat What You Grow and Grow What You Eat program, the association strives to meet a growing demand for local food by helping its members to raise production efficiently. North Bank Farmers Association offers series of trainings such as practical farms record keeping and agronomics training for its members, especially the women farmers who suffer the most in getting enough to meet their basic food needs. These trainings are aimed at empowering them to improve food security and the economic status of their families. North Bank Farmers Association also supports Gambian women gardeners in the villages to fence their gardens by providing funds for fencing materials such as galvanized wires and fencing poles. This is to help boost their household food, nutrition, and income security. Among the strategic objectives of North Bank Farmers Association is to provide support and funding to build 6 cold storage facilities across the 6 regions of the Gambia and help local women and small-scale holder farmers access good markets to sell their products and services locally and through exportation to neighboring countries and the EU markets. North Bank Farmers Association is also very much into animal husbandry, fish farming and poultry, geared towards engaging the youth as an alternative to the perilous backway journey to Europe. North Bank Farmers Association, proudly supported by the Gambia Inclusive and Resilient Agricultural Value Chain Development Project GIRAV through Regional Director John Mendy. North Bank Farmers Association, a responsible grassroots model addressing the need for skills in modern agriculture, employment, increase in agricultural productivity, and food security.
For the first time in the history of the Gambia Printing Publishing Corporation proudly introduces the Biliomatic exercise book printing machine. The machine has the capacity to print more than 20,000 books per hour. Yes, 20,000 books per hour. It also prints magazines, newspapers, calendars, flyers, normal books and all kinds of printed documents plus items at affordable prices. With the Biliomatic printing machine, GPPC can now render high quality and non-size restricted printing service supply across the sub-region. Rush now and partner with GPPC for all your public and private printing service needs. Print with us today and you'd be offered highly professional, reliable and efficient service delivery by our team of experts. The Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation is here to meet all demands and is reliable at all times. For more info, contact us on 437-4493 or 437-4402. GPPC is Gambian and it's yours.
Alright.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But
Don't you know about Baluwo?
Baluwo?
What is Baluwo?
Baluwo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baluwo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluwo.com and shop or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluwo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria or Mali. Baluwo, better than sending money.
Gamcel data, now even better. Enjoy 20% extra data on all Gamcel data bundles. Buy 20 megabytes and get extra 4 megabytes. Buy 50 megabytes and get extra 10 megabytes. Buy 100 megabytes and get extra 20 megabytes. Any amount of Gamcel data bundle you buy, you will receive 20% extra data for free. Dial *302 data amount hash or go to your Yaiborom menu and choose your data bundle now. Gamcel data. It's fast, lasts longer and very reliable. Gamcel Yaiborom.
Planning to have an uninterrupted electricity and water supply from solar energy in the Gambia and beyond? Worry no more, because Solar Enterprise will provide you with the solutions at reasonable cost. We have experienced personnel who can install and advise you about your electricity and water supply with a warranty period. We have good quality solar products from North America and Europe. We provide services and sell products to individuals, organizations, institutions, private offices, communities, and government. These products are solar panels, batteries, charge controllers, inverters, water pump, water heaters, freezers, submersible pumps, and general solar accessories. Visit our stores at 48 Karaba Avenue and Brusubi Highway, or you can call us on 7657 479 980 8483 340 9400 or 635 9906.
Alright, thank you very much for watching. My name is Buba Gajigo and this is Kerr Fatou Live. And of course, this is a very special program that we're going to talk about very, very important issues today. So today I'm here with, of course, my initiative, a very, very important one indeed, that is the Go Support Disaster Victims. Of course, we understand that during the past days, we've experienced a lot of rainfall and a lot of families are affected. So there is this new initiative that is formed, and of course they're here to help. It's a non-political, of course, initiative that is formed in collaboration with the West Coast region and the Kanifing municipality and also the National Disaster Management. Of course, I have them in the studio. We're going to talk about a lot of things because we understand that more than 1,200 families are affected in the West Coast region. It's more than that. And 1,300 families are affected, more than that, within the Kanifing municipality. So this initiative is non-political, and then they are working with West Coast region, of course, governor's office, and of course Kanifing municipality, that is mayor's office. So I have them in the studio. First, I have Lamin Singate. He's the public relation officer of Bikama Area Council, and we have Bakari Bidabo. He's here for the Kanifing Municipal Council. And I have Ngone Pane. She's the only lady in the studio, though. She's the coordinator. She's a coordinator, of course, this initiative. So thank you very much for coming. Ngal tindu kalje ba ke mo be Kerr Fatou jibe kanyin tembena. Nyimu program multi mi alon ko nganati initiative for mi alon ko be lorim prokaje ko mol mi alon ko e mantoro soto. Nana kilo banka no komando sama warta bake landu mo jamal bi jere mi alon ko e mantoro soto jele. Nyim mantoro kan akam dala ko kafole lota prokaje ko isi demaro soto no purisi nyim mol demano nyamen. Kafo nying ini milbe do ko wala welem West Coast region ti anim fanang Kanifing Municipal Council. Ali alon ne West Coast kono atata le fo kodalo mi alon ko affecta ja tambitala wuli killing keme fula nyogol mi alon ko ibe ye mantoro sotole no badi nyata within KM fanang atata le fo korda wuli killing keme saba mi alon ko asiatati mi alon ko nyilbe kera korda le ti mi alon ko affecta andu nyabe kafnyuma molu mi alon ko within the greater Banjul area atara fo mo wuli tannani anin saba nyongol mili alon ko ye mantoro soto nyum ka folti mi alon ko loda politiko mantra la koto be lori ne pour ka je ko si demaro ke bari tol fon bijanne bi pour ni se kacha akola. So actually I'm going to start with Ngone. You're welcome on Kerr Fatou. You are live.
Thank you, Boba.
So I'm starting with you because you are the lady. Ladies first.
Okay.
Thank you for coming. Lamin?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Buwa. Baraka.
Thank you. And we have Bakari for the Kanifing municipality.
Thank you very much, Buba.
Thank you.
On behalf of Lord Mayor KMC,
yeah.
Caleb Ahmed Bensouda,
so we're supposed to have the National Disaster Management representative, but unfortunately he's not here. So we're going to have it, have him or her in our, I don't know, in our yes, in our upcoming programs, of course. Now let's talk about this initiative. When you say go support disaster victims, what do we mean?
As per your introduction, we as concerned citizens, because you remember when the flood happened end of July, it was severe. A lot of Gambians were affected, and everybody was running helter-skelter, just trying to mobilize resources to find a way to address the immediate needs of these victims. So some of us in the private sector, of course some of us were not affected, but it was a situation where if you're not affected, your neighbor is, or someone you know, or someone else you know's neighbor. So it becomes a national concern that we didn't think that it should be the responsibility of the councils only, or National Disaster Management Agency, or the government of the Gambia. So that's why we came together, thought of this initiative, where private citizens with different skill sets, with different expertise will come together, work with the councils and the Disaster Management Agency in order to support resource mobilization. Everyone within the initiative is volunteering. Among ourselves, we have event organizers, we have musicians, we have film producers, videographers, we have people that are specialized in the media, so many diverse skill sets. So we came together, make a proposal. We went to KMC and they welcomed the idea. The mayor called the team and gave them the go-ahead and said, you know what, let's incorporate this into our disaster management committee. We went to Birkama West Coast Region, the governor of West Coast Region, Mr. Osman Bojang, and also the chairman and the CEO of Birkama Area Council also welcomed the idea, called the team and said, let's work together. And the MA also was very, very happy. They also asked us to meet with them. We had a discussion, and they gave the go-ahead to give the initiative its full support. So that's how the Go Support Disaster Victim Initiative comes about.
So people will be interested to know, who are these people that are involved in this initiative?
So like I said, it's people in the private sector. We have different businesses, individuals. So we are a working group. Myself, I work for the UN. You have others that have the individual company. You have SDS Pictures, Flex Fusion Entertainment here, of different individual musicians that are part of the initiative. And of course, the disaster management committees of West Coast Region on the Birkama Area Council. We also have the disaster management committee on the Kanifing Municipal Council. And there you have the Lord Mayor, who is the chair of the council, and of course the national coordinators, disaster management coordinators from the National Disaster Management Agency. So we are all working together as one team.
So how do we intend to raise funds for these flood victims?
So our fundraising is focusing on different areas. We are thinking, first we are organizing fundraising events. Where we have at least at this point 6 musicians that have volunteered to do this for free. We have also
Gambian musicians.
Gambian musicians, yes. We have Jaliba, we have Attack, we also have Sophia in Barhama and Ali Badra. They all volunteered to do this for free. So
that means you have already started.
We started the mobilization. We started the work. So it's scheduled for the 9th in Birkama and the 10th in the Greater Banjul area, potentially the Independence Stadium in Baluwo. We are also thinking of organizing using SMS for Gambians to be able to text. So when you text, it can deduct a certain amount. This is still on the works. We hopefully will get the approval required for this to go on. We are also asking Gambians to donate through bank transfer. We have the bank account for KMC. We have the bank account for Birkama that Gambians can do a bank transfer. Those that are abroad, we have opened a GoFundMe account that they can donate also online, and the handle is Go Support Disaster Victims Gambia. We are also reaching out to other institutions like the private sector, banks and others for them to also donate. We have written to public institutions in the Gambia. We have also reached out to embassies and international organizations are all written to for them to donate. And of course, working with the media to ensure that this have the publicity it needs for people to come. But in addition to that, we are also asking the public that have, that want to donate in kind, like food, clothing, building materials, for them to also donate. This can be delivered at Kanifing Municipal Council and at the Birkama Area Council. So once all of these things are done, we hope by end of September, that's when the working group will stop functioning, and whatever we have achieved at that point will now be handed over to the different councils for them to now deliver this to the victims.
Interesting. Let me go straight to Bakari, because I know a lot of people are affected. More Jamal Lebije affected Bakele within the KM, because Allah may have findital non comment on Yakilo Baka non Bafaka Mole pure support, which is very, very important. Pro Mole Findi. Support ke flood victims wala, because consulta be kenola ibaje la modul mi alon ko wala ka supporting ke wala be consul fanan na do ko compliment ani mansa kundal be kol mi alon ko ibakela, but force lafta start la minna atola KM tinyaro keta je nyaadina
atinyaro wara bata Minkita came on the 30th and 31st. That brings the market over 265 millimeter amount of rain for the port. And this data from water resources. So, Ibajela Koshi Farman Shia back and Minna Ketajan.
Yeah, it was some tansa.
So, another thing, Kerafendo Alongo, I Mantora back. I Mantoro Kefanal to Minisiat. Fanna dol bije wol mol la bongol boyt fanna dol bije mol ya lon ko la bongol jiol fata je tet ila bagasol min bije la rawul do mo refango be beti nyat so wol mu man tora balle fanna dol bije modol la ko dal ko no fata jiola ni beddu ne jiola ko no ko kata la bongo kon fanna jamal fana bije mi ya lon ko modol bije man la soto fan dol bije man do mo soto which is very important, because ni woman to shifa lot had madungo kan follow nyanta min jibela wona mo e ba mari ma ko na nyaadi le e ba de mala bal wala karola dinkirala mi alon ko se ilano at least anala dimbayal min kan warata nyin ko to mantoro la karola min to be jibero kala disaster lan ka jibero ka fanna jamal fanna follow min ka mantoro so je baake wala musolo ni dindingot anin person living with disability anin kebala mol wolle ka mantoro so je baake ba fonninge o se podino anin boroy saw bari nyim molu dol te o ke nola wala tinna ninni ku sifa ke don na makoyro aka ta wolle fanto so wolle mantoro fango gena warande so ni na municipality fana jube ala kar moshiat over nearly 500,000 people living within the municipality. And the near municipality from all sides with Jibbe and Mawara back. So I need Mantora Chifa Ketaka Mojamale Batandi. La social phone call Ubeka Tinyal. Mol from Mishiro Dolbije, Wolf Fata Jola, Mol Mantano Salola. So over 1,400 household Mialongo, Mantoro Sot, in disaster corner. Near Jube, one in a month. So you them the first time. Wala na kabraketa drong meo mas amasuto chinono ucho kono don wulta ka dula be murumuro wana take vice president of fana nata jan because ajela ko akumat fana dunta nanka ani meo tambita ka molla dinkiral jibe mantoro mi kiraye so wole atinna mantoro dal ani min ba haymala asiya batala nena masuto
saying nata nyin kafolo mi alonko kafo ñin lotale prokaje ko kanyum molu dema mi alon ko le tiaro soto kira initiative ti mi alon ka beti ata mo jamal fana ya support bakere KMC dunda ko na nyaade
is laudable ak idunde je nyame gone pane of course member sharing ya wole ning ani hakkil ñi manat ñi hakkilo bota tele bulu nata nan ka itandinna ko mantoro mo bele tati because you are living within the municipality or even not but ni mantoro keta hadama dungola ka mo bele sola so ate fana sula wala nyama den anata koli tandinna ay planol minu landi nyanta tamal ni plano le saje de marol se nano nyame woni na saratol natata kato ni de marol landi tabulo kan comme ko ferol landi tabulo kan fani sarata dolita ani sarata jumale folo tata wala mu the municipal contingency plan mo wala developed min 2020 to 2023 so kabringa ni na fe doron ko wow ni e miro mi soto ani ni saratol tata so wala nga embrace quickly
ala plano soto
oh yes quickly because ni just municipal disaster contingency plan ala components will be near Jube the ibajela ko the early warning ya itandi ni oboteje then the second response mi alon ko wala nyinti that is post disaster ni disaster keta akola mini nyanta kala ni wo initiative lenat kabra landi dron tol bebe korontoring bare ninna dokul asiata nyawnya ngani na dokul nyami ni nga nyinke domanding ngata ngani ndo fanaka domanding bara ala initiative atene nanata kabra nata dron kabri meo ya je dro wala follow koronto pro initiative ye commence ka implement then committee is already there which is the regional disaster management committee at the KMC level then I committee in command ate la delegation wala sembo kaka chairperson ot ayadi mola min ka fay Musa Mendy ate mo teacher kotoleti retired teacher lam and I londo soto nyin disaster ko na meta jele then the regional disaster coordinator min keda ngai jengti nata molbe commande committee ka si nimpane pane nata kolbe itande a landi nyame fom futata bira very successful
successful da bagal be murane kan nyaata do manne but lamin fanam bijanne mi alon ko abotanan fo Brikama area council atelemi la PRO ti ngala chairman of an dum ena findita kabring ni sama keta West Coast kono andong nga understand ne dong kabring vice president of an findita atata no normally kabring president of an findita eno atata nonne so nita ta Brikama area council tinyaro be je nyaadile when it comes to these floods me alon ko leketa
abaka bake buba comme na ko paneliso ba african nyame ñin keta kulete mi yalan ko amantoro ay bilabela ma man bila kilim tuje West Coast bimba temomento ñim mantoro disaster national disaster management agency la regional team member West Coast wole haymo min findinde atara fo household really killing kenelulu min yalan ko wolle ñim mantoro soto and we household 1,500 plus niya jibe ay xanaba dum min damati nyaaw to hapo bita mo wili tang anu warawla nim feng wala montora within West Coast okay bari ñimo information mi yalon ko aba develop kan still among conclusive so basically ñim mantoro dal ate mu fendete mi yalon ko among motuye ay regional belama yeah.
So saying kabring nying flood keta in West Coast ngalo ne ala chairman of Inter baral ale mol sur le fanan timol mi alon ko wole fintir ale munije kabrial tara moli at the time
yeah basically kabring aketa chairman of Inter governor fintita where niya jibe ni West Coast la hierarchy jibe amin came nim banjul fatata la demanding governor fintita Kiaman fintita nyel be authority leti within that region but of course governor along the higher authority tije be fintita ka futa molma mini ba mantoro kono ke console anin ka jibe fana mum mantoro sifal lebe lari kan ay mantora nyaadile wol be kata and equally the national disaster regional team woni fana wol fana na take moti mi yalon ko kibarta jumal mantora ta mantoro nyim ba nyaadile wol lebe ko ni nyaaton kaya kan amalla dawo fana we have Red Cross regional Red Cross branch wol fana be kata ku ba kata wala pour ka futa molma ka kibarol taake fintinde so nyelbe mo kulete mi yalan ko ni parera o kibarol be bina ken sunna nyokande den mosinaji be approach be tala nyaadile pour ka futano nyelma
okay so saying alning initiative nata blodu nyola nyaadile and munati na le initiative nying support pour alne do ko
Yeah, basically, coming Dabo ya fanyame, the same approach, you will select kilo fanata, purukana kafuta, brikama, particularly area council. You bari, it'll Kumandiro you follow the governor's office le, in governor diamta, then governor nata silo yele, puru ye futanan council. Ye coming for the council, a man na ke kuti mi yalon ko diam jama famo sotata je. Because yalon ning mantoro keta. Min tata kumara wolong ka hataji, puru kaje ko ka futam mantora, mini mantora ta puru ke mako you know. So according ala discussion no, kabirin gona futata rek yela initiative o nyi ya be on break mole ya tande molla ko nyinni na bentel bulo kono nga nyinni na soto manko do soto bare nga miro soto le yala sande and again maybe ila human resource fana will be special target la kono so min bije wala component la bije so be sula la nyi human resource si falla pour ka nyi do ko nyi ka keno kilindi so basically wona na ke kolya kuti council fana bulo kono council lodu la taje ka initiative on ta ka ko ka ke tati together with the office of the governor and the regional disaster management agency. So we are all working hand in glove ka ko this initiative I think the wiring kula mi along is holy, is godly.
Yeah.
Ning mantoro molma itam na meta ma kana foko okay amanta ma I don't care. Psychologically you cares. It affects you.
Yeah.
So wala tina Italy from Bondi. Ital nata. Nita ya jibe fong is something ni alonko it's not within their jurisdiction. Just for passion and empathy that they have for the victims. Ni woli fong manage no ye fong organize no. Inati futa dula mi alonko wala la responsibility mo pour ka nyinyon ku sifake. Dan na mira ko matato to ka kafuno nyomalo ndamare kaje ko ka mission on ka accomplish successfully. So that's why we embrace it, and equally akita kula tifanami alonko disaster like he said the contingency plan or disaster resilience stops wal mu kula timi alonko council ye akibaramalati because ni ajon ko yake baramati. If you look at our budget line, we have a special budget line for such kind of things. Amanke ko masila le faeke o kola ngananga o mirosto. But iki bulajel as contingency so in case when it happens, though we don't pray for it, but come in nakete ibeduna kono nyame. So ni wo haimar sifa be lari bulo kono. Ye modo soto bantala nada ko laftala purka lafa. Alondo bembulla miro bembulu. So danaka womu kulati mi yalonko it is a welcoming initiative and we are really collaborating and cooperative in making sure we register success.
Alright, thank you. So I will straight go back to Ngone Pane. Of course, Ngone, let's talk about your target as far as the Go Support Disaster Victims Initiative is concerned. Now, where did you want to reach when it comes to the finance, when it comes to the money that you are raising? You organizing source to get money out of it to support these victims, and you have other avenues as you mentioned earlier. Now, what is the target? What do you want to have, and how are these funds going to be distributed? This is important because a lot of people will want to know how are you going to do that.
Yes, that was the number one concern. Everyone you talk about is but you know, if you get the fund, how is it going to be distributed?
Exactly.
The transparency and the accountability becomes very important, and so we put that at the forefront of this initiative. In terms of target, if we are able to raise 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, whatever we are able to raise is what we're going to give back to the councils. And working with them and their committees, we want to ensure that when this is done, we are looking at addressing 3 areas. One is the immediate needs. Immediately, what do these victims need? What would help them to be able to restart their daily lives or their businesses, or, you know, build a house, get the food to eat. 40,000, over 40,000 people is a lot of individuals affected. Women and lactating mothers, breastfeeding mothers are over 8,000. Children are over 2,000. That's a lot of numbers. So no matter how much they have in terms of contingency plan and resources, it wouldn't be enough. Because like Mr. Dabo said, some of the houses were flooded. you could see vehicles submerged, into the water.
Yeah.
Road access was, just, stopped right there because going to places like Ibo Town or somewhere around Nemakunku and all of those areas, you couldn't even access the roads. So this kind of victims, whatever help they can get, they will take in order to be able to restart life and regain some sense of normalcy.
Sure.
So that's where we are looking at the short term on the immediate needs. The short term is maybe focusing on cash donations. If at all they have got a shelter and food and clothing, if there is money left, they will receive cash donations. Is another consideration. The third is looking at the sustainability component, ensuring that when this happens again, whatever funds are there, they could pick it up and get started with that. But more importantly, this also have to do with infrastructure. Drainage system, the homes are situated in places that they were not supposed to be, or the road access or things like this. So whatever money we raise can go address things like the infrastructure, drainage or road access for these victims, if at all we reach to that amount. But our target is to get as high as possible so that these three components can be addressed at the same time.
Even 1 billion is not enough. So we just open the target.
Yes.
It's an open one. Yeah, we make it open. So now let's talk about this. I know we have the KM representative here and also the Brikama Area Council. If you have this money, how are you going to share it?
So that also came up as an issue, but working with the committees, it was very easy to address.
Yeah.
When we write the letters to institutions, banks, public or private, we put their account numbers there. So when they donate, the institution itself can decide if they're donating $1,000 to KMC, $1,000 to Brikama. So then we don't have to worry about dividing the funds. When it comes to the fundraising, we are organizing one in Brikama for Brikama and one in KMC in the Banjul area, either Independence Stadium or QCT, depending what location we have for KMC. The GoFundMe account is where we have a joint account. Whatever donation we receive, we will split it equally between the councils. So anything that has to do with joint funds, we will try to split it in the middle. Yeah, if sometimes yes, the impact might be a bit higher in one area than the other, but what you cannot measure, because you can measure the number of households that are impacted and you can count that. But going deeper down, the families, how are they impacted? You cannot measure that. It will take time. And as they said, assessments are still ongoing because the reports comes out every 2 weeks. And every 2 weeks you see the numbers are going higher and higher. So, and then the long-term health problems, those are unknown at the moment. It is showing here and there, but eventually it will become more evident. So we try to ensure that we just split all the resources in the middle, but also as a team, we ensure that this also reaches to the victim. So
are you going to follow whether this council will, or you're just going to give them the money, or you're going to follow up how they're going to spend the money on this victim?
So we are incorporated as part of the disaster management committees of the councils already. So when it comes to distribution of the benefits, we will be working with them to ensure that these benefits are distributed.
All right. So Mr. Dabo, Allah within KM, mul sulata munela right now milia lonko nyung float ye bata dibake munem koti mi alonko solata la bake.
Right. Let me follow the one. We looked at the number of households many alonko affected. About 1,400 plus, and number of people over 14,000. Then ngake into different categories. Because Niba Jubele, Kai Jubele, Mantoro, at what level I mold Batalian. So the disaster management office, member KMC, because they can situational report from the National Disaster Management Office. Now, this trip report, I can mold my question because assessment became field officers will be field of using Coco Collect to get the assessment. So, number of people and the magnitude and mold Mantoro Shifa Jumalo. So, what baby Larry, just recently, a committee, CETA, Kajube, out of the number minu affected. level 1 wolle mu mol min na bungo collapsed
mi la bungo boyta
ha anu level 1 fana min ya lon ko la full baluwo be kasara level 1 min ya lon ko mantoro tata dindumol kambake ni musol no will be categorized as level 1 so the strip report is very detailed so ninga jube drum ngala na jumare folta on that level 1 then we move to level 2 so nga ko nyama level 1 2 and 3 so nimbe relief items will dealer support to the victims nka wale mitawale mo wili killing nim feng mantorata bari ye nyodanne so ninta da wado drum ba me jumare folta level 1 lana kabil man sakunda yin through the FAO in 200 bags of rice and in oil and in sugar ye min di no na wale jube ndata no wale so nata mo kemi fula jube out of the 1400 minimum mantora tabake na this 200 ni bondi wale kono wale benefit ta follow ni support me nata from the government through National Disaster Management Agency no last week will dita walel then na detailer the next support medole jubela because nite nyindo soto because nkawo avoid back duplication ni ma ko ro soto do mi ma soto ni do na ta wala ka soto so ngalan di tantila
sakam atalo kola sonera because already plan no benu jele already
everything ko bebe la remes way ma ko back because every week situational report kana because assessment is ongoing because this mantoro minkela molla the hardest hit area nga jelle ma so lal mi alon ko man wara bake nata labam walla to itaje ko luwolu mol se commandé nadula mol man fotaje then nga field officer so kije assessment okay send to the server directly to the National Disaster Management Agency wolle ka situational report bondi almost every week.
That is important. So London atul la mall in West Coast is sulota West Coast nga understand na West Coast ning KM anim Banjul tinyarol kita je bakela so so atol fanange mall sotole me yalon ko ya fale ne Gabriel Fintita because ngal la chairman o je la fanan adunta no jiyo kono last time you know yeah, so a lot of authorities bijele bialo ko Fintita so atol la mall munim ela sula ko ti science tenting din ko ela mall ko flood victims so mi yalon ko get it within the Brikaba area.
Yeah, I think basically approaching disaster management agency, they are taking the lead. Wala be kuning nyaton kaya kang pruka victim onyeng ka assessment okay to ka long fana sula la minela. Dabo ya fanyami. I think disaster management agency is a national institution, even though la regional committee also, but Mintara Fakuma, they all use the same single approach in addressing such kind of things. So, Ning Woba caring, then West Coast mang different approach other than the national approach, and that's the same thing that we use. Last time for the Red Cross, we also in time of disaster thing, Red Cross Nika partner, we work together, we collaborated, we do kujama kenyoka. If no office ka update D as what they are up to, filo connect community.
But for your file na love more solar than my
ha exactly. So that's where I am coming to. Okay. Red Cross kabruwol na taje wole men tande wala bodol tatal fo sab mata wol boytal so yol dol bondile ya camp le create so within that camp you understand je wolo nyinti ko geo number 1 geo mila ji sanaw mila problem wolde as a result ebe jata kende ala problem dol le fo anticipate kan yalla sale because GSDV wants to know Campoto. So they send this information to council. Purukajiko Hanatra misalo kind of water tank will provide within that camp if the camp rendaming Puruka access to clean water. You and secondly Red Cross ni minna ye kind of tablet sort of ni yalon ko ika blend jio kono pour ay disinfect pour molse minno nyame so danaka balu wala karo bi jela because nim mola bo ta fa boyta abi jio abi fenke yalo manoti nyata jela so they need that thing as priority and secondly for now they need clean drinking water and we'll do alhamdulillah
okay ma fandul bi jele hani jio fa problem on
yes as per Red Cross as per Red Cross la report
adol bi je ka kolonga la use maybe
exactly
because they will float keta kolonga be
if the lado fo bi kaboy kiamalo botanang muru wala nata ay dulado fo bi was very unpleasant. It's a kind of special thing because minkera kabrin float nata atata le fire sokowe hit
yeah
understand so kabaya sokowe hit
oh I understand what you are saying
you understand
so so sokowe nying abitaila ji kamimme
so and Red Cross la kabri nata briefing the update dikang those are some of the things you many na feel ko will they may have some health implication ni o GC famine da marek as a problem modo dilano the moment ara fabe sulo kono al halo man tara betiyari ata fambuluno wonno way min jerek aka woleta so wolatina ya feel ko wol they need a special attention yes
all right I'm coming back to Ngone I'm sure a lot of people will be asking why did you only go for West Coast and KM? We have Banjul, we have other councils. Why? Or you have a long-term plan to work with those people also?
Yes. So when we started, we reach out. We asked for anyone who is interested.
Okay.
To work together, right? So we did this through NDMA as well. So, but Banjul was, I mean, all the regions were hit, but Banjul had a dire situation. Because it's an island first and the water table is not that far, so some of the health problems were very visible there. So a lot of people also did reach out to support Banjul. So we were definitely advised that maybe let's try to focus here because a lot of the support is also going towards Banjul. So secondly, working with two different what I call regional governments, if I may, it's not easy.
It's not definitely easy, I know.
Yes, they have their systems, their structures, they have their committees and you're trying to integrate. But in this situation where we are trying to help disaster victims, if something happens, if we don't act now, try to raise funds, mobilize resources, people get disinterested because problems are happening every day and everywhere, whether it's in the Gambia, in our homes, or outside of the Gambia and other parts of the world. So we wanted to ensure that we wouldn't spend also a long time trying to navigate the operational systems of the different councils to get the teams together and work. So it's open. Anybody who's interested to join, we welcome them to continue working.
Oh, they can still join.
Of course, it's an open process.
All right, so it's open. So if you're interested to join, you can come in. So that is the Go Support Disaster Victims initiative. Well, this initiative, of course, will help flood victims in the Gambia. They'll be doing a lot of fundraising programs to support the victims in this country. We understand within the Kanifing municipality and of course West Coast region. So we are here with of course Ngone Pane. Ngone is of course part of the coordinators, and we have Bakari B. Dabo. Bakari is from the Kanifing Municipal Council, and of course I have Lamin Singati, who is the public relation officer of the Birkama area council. Now let's talk about this, which is very, very important, because we have to assure people that this is a very clean, for myself I know, and Lamin knows, and of course Mr. Dabo knows, it's a very, very clean initiative. And then it's very, very important for also people to donate, especially when you have a relative in the Gambia, whether you are affected or not. I believe that if you have the means to do so, you should try and donate, because Gambia is a country that is very small, and then everyone is related in one way or the other. So if you donate, it's just like you are supporting your own family. Now, it's a country where we are divided by politics. how did you do this selection? I understand that you've already mentioned the people that are involved in this, and then I have read a lot of things about the initiative is apolitical. But tell us why people should believe in you to support this initiative, to support these victims.
Yes. So I mean, the initiative is not me per se. Like it's a joint initiative. I cannot tell you how touched I was with the number of volunteers we have, and these are important individuals that I couldn't even list half of them that are dedicating their time and their resources to support in one way or another. I mean, look, the graphic design work is massive, and only one person volunteering to do that. Social media, someone volunteered to do that. The GoFundMe page, someone is volunteering to manage it. So, we have a lot of number of people within the group that have just seen the need to get up and give back to the people that are suffering. So they came by themselves to say, I would like to be part of this and I would like to support. And of course, having the backing and the partnership of the councils, which is what we were targeting, it would be difficult for us to call it legit or legitimate or give it the credibility it needs if we don't have government working with us. So that's why we reach out to them first. If they didn't approve, I would have just gone back and do my work. So would the other 20, 30 people that are volunteering to do it. But they said, let's go ahead and get this done. And of course, we will need the expertise because there is no one who is an island and is able to do everything. So you need different people, different expertise to come. And we need the guidance of the councils, their technical support to guide us through. I'm not a disaster management expert.
Yeah, I understand.
Absolutely. So they have this committee.
Hard to be here. It's hard, right?
It's
hard.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
So they're giving us the technical support. They're providing us the human resource to manage and coordinate within the committees, the activities. I mean, you see them here, sitting here with you to attend, the TV session. So having them there is what I value most. But also the volunteers that are spending their time and resources doing all of these things is amazing. So for me, it's not an issue of credibility.
Okay.
It's an issue of because we have that already. If NDMA says go, KAMC said go, West Coast region said go, then we have the credibility we need to get started.
That's right.
No one is being paid. Everybody that is volunteering, public or private, is volunteering. So they're all clear on that, and that's why we make it a short-term activity between August and September, because we don't want to keep them there forever. So we said end of September we stop, we deliver what we are able to gather, and then we all go back to our day's job. So that's what the focus of the initiative. And like you said, it's non-political. We're not here to support anybody's political agenda.
Yes, and that is very clear.
Yes, we're just trying to help out and then get this going.
Very clear. Mr. Dabo, saying about this initiative, me along kabe lorin tang purisi la andu purisi support ke pour victims sol si mako no nyam.
Même voilà bari jimer la on international body, national and international organizations, NGOs, other civil society groups me along ko mako bundalem. Being Supreme Islamic Council, the Christian community, mume be mumako bunda leti mini alonko kahada madumul dema mini alonko be mantorol kono.
And you see, you people should mention names. A lot of these organizations that are in this country should come out and support.
Yes, the banks.
It's time to give back.
The banks, yes.
Don't cost
especially they are back on
no, seriously.
Back on because even Amam Mefa, may offer a video appeal.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Back on because 35,000 data.
Oh, that's good.
Just 3 days ago, 100,000 data, and tomorrow we are receiving another 80,000. So they are coming. The canal domain because
all of them,
yalo nako nyimbe larin tabulo la kan ando hada madun le mantorata ando hada madun li mantorata doron o be mo bela wajo lam ka wuli ka wol dema to and coming after nyame, if you look at the municipal disaster contingency plan pane ka fengo fem fojang abota wala kono so lamno le woti because womu kitabo leti mini alon ko wole tamaran siloti resource mobilization, and we are mobilizing the resources. They are doing it nationally, internationally. Momo be dawda. If something dundi yung kono, you save life. Anything donate, you are saving life. There are young.
That is very clear.
Lactating mothers. Musol be susundurola. Dindu be doyaring. Ni nte fango tata filo kono. Because nte wala mna doko da am the manager community services. Ni nyinke tankata filo la kono. Ngaren butol le dong. Bari ila den but dunga maka na fasoto. Ni bra jio kono fango ka fatem jiola. If you look at the way those people are living in that water, if ajate anything like a so mbe molu danila ye demaro samanang kanyu molu makoy de na nulu be nyimbu jiol kono dol man suto sino ndata dola bun kono ye sponsor bondile ye jabe do kono because sponsor la dula man soto bun kono ade jiyo be farim bun kono oto nga finti nga yunu dema ade ni life or life dema drong definitely ye adama dunga le tank
because nga ntenga jele ni tata dula dol to modul bijele la dulal problem walti ndul fo tata coverage la dulal min do is a problem andung hani abe fenjama letinya kan ni tata le ka long, so it's very important pour mole finti demaro ke with this initiative ni yake iba jelale mo jamal bijele mi alon ko ibukala la fika di individual mo kilin kun kilin nala because ibukala la but then ni tata ya di nying initiative sifala wal ba futandi la council sol bari wala do ko wala minyelti in fact wala tinna lota so saying lamin ebe mo ne fola alla mole pour isi nying initiative sa laft pour isi lala isi demaro ke andon ka hitande ato fanam ba konole amanke fengo fendi mi alon ko politique kolen wala fendoti pour mole lala because a senator already do because ni birkama area council la molje siri kem la molje siri wo senator le natara mantara ko kono ila moltina pour ka si television nyaado pour ka fo so be mo na fula
buwa follow ko kilimbi ye ngawra jantaka nyotantu wala Gambia
sako Gambia lo jama kafo de subregional kono Gambia lo nyonteng Gambia lo la bala fa wara tabake andun Gambia lo ka nyoma ko e wo munna adolete wo munna yalete andun na dino lo wote so on kan siso kon lo wala len tam fintita dawoda Gambia lo ka bala faale Gambia lo ka nyoma ko yo hani bi wo kilongo lo wo bala fa kilongo ni wo nyoma ko e kilongo fense lo nyo ko nga nyobamu dani lo kala momo yemi soto momon jutala sa ka lunjuma was it on Thursday for arabo fo ara misalungo bang ningo na benna office ana reji nga volunteer la na fena na wodol kan ya understand particularly wodol mi yalo nga feel ko okay wole ni problem mo sotale bari ni ko west coast amanke problem woni mo west coast bima dula dol bije wol dol mang affect baka akola you know but damin affecta bake ngola quote councilor commandina la ni sidan kachata bayre ni resource mobilization ni kono jibe e ba component no do talaji min kata do to doti comme kata abdulal to tenti bitigol to bitigo wa filal sa to kono ten cafe albuloni min benta yem mako e pour ngani mol mako e so already nga mol so to la min yalon ko min tata funding ke tallu lim feng ni wol sidan kachata ndiamta sulata bagasul min na tama pour que la identity fintindino councilio be provide le andu nyelmu mollete min fana yalon ko fintita ya kata yeddu ko ke bari sama kata rake kan na fong e sama ko no e futa kam molma pour ka mako yino nyinino bi wol damale min damma ka funyoma buita asiara wiring akodo nanata abuka dum council fong nanata damma tel min tata ya dani roke telephone kilo kata ya samba bank ya dundi bank so bank account nin kodi dum taje binta CD regional disaster coordinator west coast region o account bo wolle to yala amantara council fon to yala taranto na dum taje aka SMS message alert sotale ko account ni nyimbiye yo bimbe damin to alhamdulillah wol ba kata kam bakel o timo ba kata kam bakel dol fon nga telephone le dila pour ye fintimo bayri ngalon ko ko leaba kerine so ni ko babla la opol li tanting ase keno le teliye bata walla e kata mini ya wol fana pasi bari wol na rake molle te fana mini ya tandiko nyin jarate teliye le bayri isi nyolu dokoli kotoli la alfal wala be ñom problème si fa kono ni man ko do soto ka adundi ji e sembo soto le pour fana yo use so some are even appealing ni nga se la fa no ngone for your information bodo ba appeal kan pour ni misalo fensi blano yo finti mol kan ka diamo they are making headway min dara kuma da fana wolong politique tije this ngamira disaster be ngo fana fa ha
okay wo mu
ning ala man tankalo nanata yalo go mala politique ku wata so there's no politique there was no instance where the mal sit and kajara nga fugo okay maybe political this thing or whatever one na one sort and I want to also assure to the general public particularly mini alonko e be bondile la fengoto pour kama ko roke ko do ni politique tije amam politique soto among andunga talanya amanke ko politiko le fana be dunodo bayri a nyini nyawam politique soto wada talanya fana ta politique soto la and we have very credible institutions many alonko wolle be nyun ko nyun kunna the disaster management agency in fact is national bayri regional ninke ba ke kan disaster kema disaster team west coast la disaster team at the end of the day wol mu me day two ya boss la soto so wala mara la ko ni mu me bela danaka nse ñing ko indi ko west coast the council kodo bukata wala account there is no account council e mindi ko kodo bitala wolto but kodo kata account minto is under the control and management of national disaster management agency west coast fenko ñing faw and the name of the that account is west coast region disaster account. Okay. So purely that account is been created purely for that. Okay. So we could do nana be kara disaster and then go there for nyami nim mobilization will be tata fonga kumfa by the first kumfa ninga bula open to mandovaro asenta next 10 years ko take resource mobilize.
That is a very important initiative. I think hana attendant of wala be kala problem. I think we have only 4 minutes to go. You know, people are complaining that you're speaking English.
Okay.
So I have to speak one of this time. So I don't know what he say because so what is important for you niti nakala nyo donating. I'm going to go phone me and then I'm getting other avenues. I'm getting office or there are numbers. Bala nyo get go.
Yes.
So need to be ko hamne nyo hamne especially nyo hamne nyo si diaspora. So you donate. What are they going to do?
So in the diaspora, you have to go fund me account. It is Go Fund Disaster Victims Gambia account there. We also have the bank accounts for West Coast region. The account number is 204250983110.
Maybe you can repeat the account number.
Account number B for West Coast GT Bank account la is 204250983110. Okay. West Coast KMC ñom Ajib Bank account la fofu tam mën nañu transfer wala deposit wala binda check bobu 0032 012 110 52 81660. Okay. I repeat, Ajib Bank pour KMC 0032 012 11 05 28 1660. Okay. Pour telephone number, muna call initiative amna number. We don't have an office, but we have a number. Okay. It's 319-8203.
Yes, you can repeat the number.
319-8203, or they can email GSDV Gambia@gmail.com.
Okay. All right. So those are the numbers. Walem number to me along call say kumandino na mo after de marokela. The number is on WhatsApp, right?
Yes.
It's on WhatsApp. So fine. Milbe Gambia bantal also at no WhatsApp and number mim for pro also momo after de marokela bayring dol bugala fika di modol because bukalon fabe futala fare futala bari nyin dolta ni adu itol buldo futala. So ibe sarla munela lamin bida watla bota kanifing municipal council. Oh, Bakar. I'm very sorry. Bakar ibe mbutela ni programo banda. Yes, Bakar. So ibe sarla munela.
Yeah, wala mu mbe molbe jama be commandela pour ye demaro fotandi. Ni mol la minu dunta ni mantoro kono. because coming after nyame ni demaro dundi nyen kono ye you saves life ya hada madu wala ni la tank dol bije yoy ma soto be min minna dol bije la dulate bulu dol bije man domoro soto oto momo e fendundi nyen kono ye hada madu ni wala tank andum be nyin fola jama be ko ye fendundi je comme yaaji nyame ni accountolu bebe la kurine molle be maralingala andu mini bije mo tilindingol lem lannam mollem oto fen dun taje dron surtout KMC mol baaje kanne télévision oluto mais yo fango yafo andu nabe distribute la comité le kasi pour molia ay futa molla anyanta futa la menula mko compromise ambe jama be commandela e de maro frane the UN agencies the banks the institutions minbe Gambia jang definitely e de maro futani nan kamol ni otankam.
That is correct. Lamin?
Yeah. Abaraka Bake.
Be Fatou fana la media platform be tendula be jaila.
Thank you.
And equally fana hani bimbe wasiro dila other platform la nying initiative for ya makwe ye bulo dunga ko pour publicity nying se janjan
mo be akala
wiring ning kombe min kumpo dunta ko kono dam madoron aka hakil jahaso
mo min gam ma ko ro ka atra lonne bari nama lo
exactly so woton be dol fana danila mam futa dame wala hanimbe dame ni se wati do dinano during this period crusade lo
be protocol la say kan dani on yalla pour ni ma dira mo ba wala Kerr Fatou wadi
to basically yalla bi say the crusade lo kono jihado lo
okay
you understand so it's incumbent akumar hadaba dungo be tu pour que dadu no nyinto fo dine ila na fulo la lombang ila miro la lombe la sembo la lombe la platform la lom mo woyake ijota mol bulo kono bari jobe ala man satalla bulo kono so woto
so but actually in program for le diala yo wala fonye so Kerr Fatou ale o soto le war so dol binale kana wari
thank you
yeah thank you very much Lamin ngal tento kal jey baake mo be Kerr Fatou jibe kan of course nganyine sotale bi an initiative mi alon ko wala lota bi molbe ta ye supporting ke na trebe Gambe jang o Gambe bantal alfinti ale nying initiative aliya support ay nombal faale na account nombal fanan dile al sitano fanan aliye jibe la go phone mi alon kay welele bari aliya lonne wadol na ale adi individual la samba kari kodo nyim buka futa but ni adi nyilla akam tale ko kodbe frela council mi alon ko council sol mi alon ko holle bijang so in Brikama area council be do ko ke kanne ye min soto ba sambale ne enen Kanifing municipal council fana meddo ko kande wala tina ila mol fa wona resi jam pour ka ko senandi pour ya long nyin council sol mi alon ko lebe Gambe jang yuto fana dabe bulari nyil kono le woto mobe findi nyi manke mo kilin koti bayring bi dol itabe jebe laari ne bari mo dol bi jele mi alon ko bini la dimbayal fa la tadula ila ladula e malo ba kala nyamen bayring mo jamale problème o kono domoro fango problème molde sako ni ko ela bungo fango boytale andongi be domoro li jande kam bungo boyta mo problème molde woto fango fenki je ibe badi ngole mako kam bara manke badi mako da ma fanandi sadalem pour ka de nyim molleti mi alon ko ni initiative o momo da bulata kono mantra transu soto kanje nse o sede anole so ibe minke kan wole minti ko kodiyo kodi dunta nyin kono ibe minke la don wole minti ko iba talale ka di molla mi alon ko ye manto soto ni alandaro mi alon ko wole ketanon komando kabring sama ketanon jambaki ali akala mutanon ngana technician ol tendu Charles ning Mustafa lebe mutakan masingoto alnal badi malem nonte buba gaji ko ala barka.
As a low-income food deficit country, one of the two main drivers of Gambia's economic growth is agriculture. That's why North Bank Farmers Association was set up to amplify the voice and represent the interests of farmers and other agriculturalists across the country. Through its Eat What You Grow and Grow What You Eat program, the association strives to meet a growing demand for local food by helping its members to raise production efficiently. North Bank Farmers Association offers series of trainings such as practical farms record keeping and agronomics training for its members, especially the women farmers who suffer the most in getting enough to meet their basic food needs. These trainings are aimed at empowering them to improve food security and the economic status of their families. North Bank Farmers Association also supports Gambian women gardeners in the villages to fence their gardens by providing funds for fencing materials such as galvanized wires and fencing poles. This is to help boost their household food, nutrition and income security. Among the strategic objectives of North Bank Farmers Association is to provide support and funding to build 6 cold storage facilities across the 6 regions of the Gambia and help local women and small-scale holder farmers access good markets to sell their products and services locally and through exportation to neighboring countries and the EU markets. North Bank Farmers Association is also very much into animal husbandry, fish farming and poultry, geared towards engaging the youth as an alternative to the perilous backway journey to Europe. North Bank Farmers Association, proudly supported by the Gambia Inclusive and Resilient Agricultural Value Chain Development Project GIRAV through Regional Director John Mendy. North Bank Farmers Association, a responsible grassroots model addressing the need for skills in modern agriculture, employment, increase in agricultural productivity, and food security.
Islamic microfinance is becoming an increasingly popular mechanism for poverty alleviation, especially for developing countries around the world. This microfinance service adheres to the principles of Islam as a form of social responsibility. Yona Islamic Microfinance is the Islamic microfinance of choice in the Gambia, trustworthy and reliable. At Yona Islamic Microfinance, we provide savings products, current accounts, financing products in conformity with Islam. In addition, Yona Islamic Microfinance also offers local and international remittances, takaful fund, management of zakat, management of awqaf, trading and investment, and building of strategic partnerships to bring financial services to the doorstep of the poor with donor projects, madrasas, youth organizations, women groups, and farmer organizations. Make a choice with Yona Islamic Microfinance today. For more information on Yona Islamic Microfinance, call 377-2151 or 9832-151 or visit Yona head office at Tipa Garage, Bakote, or visit any Yona branch located countrywide near you.
Assalamu alaikum. Askani adina, askani Gambia, askani diaspora. Xam nga bu ma nee askani Gambia adina sax wax naa yëpp ba pare nan lañ rek leen doon toggal hankañ ñor na waaw the plus xam ngeen ne yéegi ngeen a dégg the plus in skincare plus is already here finally egsi na hankañ suñ plus bi egsi na moo nekk ni ñu ngi lañ ko amal fii ci diggi Manjai highway Manjai Kotu highway fa lañ ibbi di plus mooy lan mooy the extras in skincare plus suñ cuuraa gerte yi suñ araw yi suñ mbaxal yi suñ jën yi suñ suulaale yi suñ nokkas yi hankañ indil lañ leen ko fii ci diggi Manjai ne ko fii comme ni ma ko day waxee rek ne ko fii fara caac hankañ waa diaspora bi xam ngeen ne ci noppal ren rek lañ nekk boo tukkee ñëw Gambia fii you can party all that you want we got you waaw boo toogee ba dernier moment pare pour dem daago rek ñëw di plus bu ko defee ñu packagé li nga bëgg yëpp muy araw muy cuuraay gerte muy suñ mbaxali Saalum boobee suñ kereng kiisoo bi yooyu noonu yëpp amal nañ leen ko fii waa Gambia tamit nag xam nga rek the working women we want to make life easy for you our mbaxal is pre-made baxal sa maalo rek even bachelor si sax boo amee rek sa rice cooker baxal sa maalo rek teg sa mbaxal rek ahankay mbaxali Saalum laa wax de ahankay Charles fa lay waxee bu loolu passé amal nañ leen nag suñ own freezing system fu mu nekk nii suñ freezer bee nekk nii dañ laa jaay ba pare bu la neexee ñu freezal la ankay paquetel la emuñ foofu rek sax boo bëggee ñu wéyal la yépp yóbbul la ko ba airport waaye yéen lii ngeen ne lan xanaa lan comme ni ma ko dee waxee rek xanaa neex waaw suma partenaires yi rek ñoo nekk ni ki mooy Aïda boo lañ fi ñëwee boo lañ ma fi fekku tey ndegam manque di jaabante rek mun ngeen fee fekk Aïda mbaate mun ngeen fee fekk it rakki Aïda kenn ki mooy caat moo ngi nii waaw suñ plus gaa ngi nii fii nii waaw suñ fii mooy area bi nga xamante ni fa la ñoo defaree package suñ araw yeeg suñ all those kind of stuff moo nekk ni ñu ngi ci préparation nag pare ngoñ we not quite ready but we almost there loolu bu passé we have another work area fii na am meat cutting unit fish and meat cutting unit nga xam ne boo indi sa jën bugg ñu dogal la ko in lions nice pieces machine boobu dina nekkee fii nga xam ne nañ leen bugg di dogal ñaari raxasookaay nag lañ am this is one work area and that one is another work area parce que comme ni ngeen ko mus di xamee rek lépp loo xam ne luy dugg ci biir la dama make sure ne defar naa ko ci anam bu aw yoon nag parce que comme niñ ko lay waxee rek biir nag dafa lëndëm nag lu faa war a dugga war nañoo xam exactly naka la fa taajoo waaw suñ freezing unit bi nag neen xaaral nag ma boole si sax lan macha allah bam na ñetti yoon 2 hours ago rek lañ ñu indil ay waas believe it or not the wasis are frozen solid already waaw dugal nañ ko ci biir duma ko génnee sax di ci xam nga taxal suma loxo yeeg yooyu noonu waaye it on point freezes in no time waaw xankañ fii mooy D plus so bu ca kanamee dinañ dem ci beneen doom bu ees di waaw dama wasin ay siix waaw twin businesses fii mooy the plus so ci kanam tuuti dinañ dem to the next one bu ko defee ñu wax lañ boobu tamit mooy ban ak naka la fa taajoo
Agada.
Mbijan aganyani.
Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la sto.
Ha, code nyingi.
Okay. Korsa. Nsila ID soto.
Ah, sa soto. Sorry. Agada.
Mbijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariaka.
mbare
mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariaka.
Jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbari ya bere. Birim koyna fo kato
bari si kodo kino kato ni fo bolong blabe to
56 branches mola soto Gambia jam Gambia kono ani Gambia bantala bankol nka kodo kiya bele to kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta même na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw jannam number 1 ti nyonta andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale wala nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale le dadi mani domorol ni fana beteat Gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je
wo moyo diat
apelenta
baraka ni lafta nyelen kendol e binaji
yalo bu kanila ko la baraka ba
yalo ndel ciosano lo
baraka